All right, today we're diving into a really beautiful Hindi fairy tale. It's got magic, it's got prophecy, and at its heart, it's all about this incredible, profound love. Now, it might be a classic story, but trust me, its lessons on kindness and family, they're absolutely timeless. So, let's get into it.
You know, the entire story really hangs on this one simple question. Can a small act of kindness actually change your destiny? I mean, it's a powerful idea, right? And it's the exact question our main character, a really humble fisherman, is about to face head-on.
So, our story kicks off on what seems like just another ordinary day. But a simple choice is about to set a truly magical and kind of weird prophecy into motion. Okay, so let's meet Harya. He's a good guy, a kind soul, but he is really struggling. He hasn't caught a single fish all day long, and his family's going to go hungry. Suddenly, his net gets incredibly heavy, and when he pulls it up, he sees this unbelievable, shining golden fish. And then, it speaks. It actually begs him to set it free.
In exchange for its freedom, the fish offers Harya not riches, not gold, but three very strange prophecies. Now look at these. They're bizarre, right? First, you will not marry a human. Okay, so how are you supposed to have kids then? Which leads to the second one. Your children will be separated from you. I mean, that sounds more like a curse than a reward. And finally, a piece of jewelry will change his life. It makes absolutely no sense to Harya.
So, despite being confused, and even though he desperately needs food or money, Harya makes a choice. He just says, "Go, I release you." This right here, this is the foundational moment of the whole story. It's this one act of pure kindness. He chose compassion over his own needs, setting his destiny on a totally new path, even though he's pretty sure the fish is just making stuff up.
And well, as you can probably guess, that kindness does not go unnoticed. Let's see how this single choice starts to pay off in some pretty amazing ways. A few days go by, and Harya's net is heavy again. But this time, it's a mermaid, a jawpari. And without even a second thought, remembering what he did for the golden fish, he sets her free too. This just proves his compassion wasn't a one-time thing. It's just who he is.
The mermaid is so grateful for his kindness that she gives him a reward. And it's not fish, it's a magical conch shell. And believe me, this is a serious upgrade. This little shell can grant any wish he desires. Just think about that for a second. That kind of power, what would you wish for?
So this is the really crucial part. What does Harya wish for? He doesn't ask for a palace, he doesn't ask for mountains of gold, he asks to marry the mermaid. He literally tells her, "I don't want wealth, I just want your company." His wish comes from a place of real love and connection, not greed. And just like that, that first weird prophecy starts to make a little more sense.
Of course, there's a practical problem, right? How can a human and a mermaid actually live together? Well, a wise sage has the solution: a magic gem. With this gem, she can walk on land as a human, but also return to the water whenever she wants. It's perfect. But it comes with a chilling warning. Whatever you do, do not lose this gem. If it's lost, she'll be trapped in whatever form she's in, forever.
And that warning, that brings us right to the emotional heart of this story. Because this is where we get into the test of sacrifice. And as we all know, true love and family, they often require it. So years pass. Harya and the mermaid are happy. They have two sons, Arav and Vivan. But one day, the mermaid feels this deep pull to visit her old home under the sea. She promises she'll be right back. But then, a tragic accident happens. She puts the gem on a rock, and a bird, thinking it's something shiny to eat, snatches it up and drops it. It falls into a swift current and is swept away, lost forever. And just like that, she's trapped, completely separated from her family.
Many, many years go by, and just like that, the second prophecy comes true. And during this long, hard time, we see Harya's incredible sacrifice. He never remarries. He raises their two boys all by himself, filling their heads with wonderful stories of their brave and beautiful mother. He keeps her memory and their love for her totally alive.
And this brings us to the next generation. The boys have grown up on these tales of their amazing mother and their father's unwavering love, and they decide it's time to act.
Now that they're grown men, Arav and Vivan feel this powerful sense of duty. They've seen their father's sacrifice every single day, and they know it's their turn to be brave. Their quest to find their mother isn't just some adventure. It's the result of everything their father taught them about love, family, and just never giving up.
Their journey leads them to another wise sage who won't help them unless they can prove they're wise enough.
So the first test is a riddle. What is a person's greatest enemy? Think about it for a second. What would you say?
Their answer is pretty profound. They say, ego. And the sage accepts it because he knows it's our own ego that clouds our judgment and stops us from seeing the truth about the world and about ourselves. They pass the first test.
The sage then asks a second, and maybe even more important question. What is a person's greatest strength? This riddle, gets to the very soul of our story.
And their answer is just perfect. They say love. They get it. They know that love is the force that drove their father's sacrifice and their own incredible journey. It's the one power that can overcome any obstacle. And having proved their worth, the sage finally tells them where to find the lost gem.
And this all leads us to the climax of the story, where we find out that the greatest magic of all isn't a gem or a talking fish or a magic conch shell. Nope, it's something far, far more powerful.
So, the family is finally reunited. The gem is found, but it presents one last, incredibly difficult choice for the mermaid. As you can see, she has two options. She can use the gem to return to her water world and live forever as an immortal mermaid, or she can destroy the gem and live out her life as a human, forever with her family. What a choice!
In her decision, it defines everything. She chooses to destroy the gem. And her words here, wow. She says, "For me, the greatest truth is my family. This is not a sacrifice. It is my good fortune." She doesn't see giving up her old world as a loss at all. She sees it as the ultimate win, a life with the people she loves most.
So, what's the bottom line here? What are we supposed to take away from all this? Well, first, that true wealth isn't money. It's love and companionship, a lesson Haria knew from the start. Second, that one small act of kindness, like letting one fish go, can literally change everything. And finally, that the greatest sacrifices we make are for family, and that with love and courage, like we saw in the Sun's Quest, you really can overcome anything.
And that really leaves us with one final question to think about. A question the story asks all of us. What is the greatest magic in your life? Is it kindness? Is it family? Is it love? It's definitely something worth pondering. Thanks for joining me for this one.